Hi everyone, it's Fading Dragon. I'm so excited for this as one of my internal goal for 2025 was to draw more and just relearn how to draw since it's been quite a while since I did one. And with this Hobonichi Hon A6 size, I love the cover so much, but at the same time, I already have enough journals in my lineup as I was using the effect for my daily journaling and weeks for the others. So this book didn't really have any other purpose. At first, I wanted to buy this for my language learning, but in the end, I decided that it's best to use it for something else, which is my drawing. And I will show you what I had created for 2025. In total, I think I ended up drawing 180 art with my fountain pens and inks. There are some doubles with the inks, so maybe it's around 160-ish inks total that are in this little notebook. And I am so proud that I managed to do 30 inks 30 days for 3 months in a row. That's I wouldn't have expected myself to be able to do that in the past. So this was my the inks for my first 30 inks 30 days, which was in April. I'm pretty sure I did a flip through for this one. And then the second one in May with these inks. And the last one in June with these inks. And at this moment, I thought I deserve a break and I didn't pick up any 13 30 days in 2025 from then on. Oh, wait, I did take one in October, but it's not really as serious as these 3 months. And this has been my little joy just because now the paper that I got on this A6 is great, and the act of drawing itself is something that I didn't know I miss, and I really enjoyed very much. Oh, I made one rule for myself with this notebook is that I shouldn't use any pencil. So all the drawings that you see here are all directly from my pen on the paper, which kind of makes me learn to be brave and not to be afraid of mistakes. And I love it, and I keep continuing with it as well with 2026. So for the first drawing, oh, it's very hard to choose a real subject for this, right? And at first, in January, I did one drawing every day. So I was playing Marvel Rivals. So the first one was Jeff. And then the first one was going so great, and I tried to draw humanoids, and then it fell apart. I couldn't draw humans, uh, even up until now. Looking at this, I miss writing with this Fundyman's Twilight Miss. And what I noticed is that I learned to see images as shapes the more I draw. And you can see that some of these very first few drawings are pretty wonky, but it's okay, it's part of the learning. This is an interesting image from my friend Cactus found on the desert that I felt that I wanted to draw it. And around this point, I kinda already draw all the characters that I played. So the tanks and the healers. So I need something else. And this was a plane mini study which I did because there were lots of plane passing by my office on this date. Here I tried to draw spring lamps because there was a very cute picture sent to one of my Discord server. It's horrible. Oh. And yeah, fire because of the wildfires in California there. Um, yeah, this one is perspective and it's very hard. My first drawing of tree. Not bad, but also not the best. I experimented more in here to draw liquid, which didn't turn out that good. If I want to draw water or wave, how can I represent it in drawing? And that's something that I am still asking myself now. This was my best combination for January, the Sailor Security Potsu Potsu, and I feel it inside my Jinhao 80 with Lami Kanji. More humanoid. Yeah, with this, I started to simplify the humanoids as well. Out of ink for this one, and it was quite a struggle. You can see it from the lines here, it's very dry. Another perspective. What's this? And here I already started asking my friends what should I draw because I already draw through the characters that I played. Like my secondary choice of characters after the first ones. And I think this is the last. Yeah. So from the 1st of January until the 19th of January, I managed to draw every day. But then work stuff happened and I stopped with the daily drawing. I pick it back up again on the March. At that time, I was seeing a tutorial how to draw stone, which was very interesting. And this kind of rekindles my wanting to draw again. So for the month of April, I challenged myself to do 30 inks 30 days, and I challenged myself to even finish it because I haven't ever finished any 30 days challenge at all. So first drawing, I was so proud of this. I remember the feeling of something like, oh wait, I can draw. And the theme for these 30 inks 30 days, I wanted to draw animals and plants. And I tried to make it related to the ink color. So obviously a plant here. And I got the inspiration. I got the reference from Unsplash, which is a free copyright high quality pictures. Okay, I remember. I was just getting back from my very long holiday to my home country. And for the first few pages, these are the pens and inks that I brought back then, but I didn't manage to write dry yet. So this one is Sabi Midori, very gorgeous. And there are some soft sheen on the top of the mushrooms, dolphins. The image, the photo was great, but the execution here is less than desirable. In here, I was asking myself how to draw blurred lavender only using fountain pens, and I found an answer, which is to smudge the ink when it was still wet. And stones. This was the stones that made me pick up drawing again on this little notebook. I tried to play around with, is this cross hatching? Like playing with the shadow. The pen was empty in the middle of me drawing this. The same with this. Oh, so many empties. I challenged myself to draw landscape in here. It was my first time only with fountain pens and I was very proud with that. And I challenged myself as well with this one to draw fur because I know that I couldn't draw it before. It's not perfect, but I'm happy to see I can now draw animal with fur. Oh, one of my favorite. The small mouse with the flower. And a pretty bird. Wow. Looking at this, I am patting myself on the shoulder and I'm so proud of what I had created. One of my projects as well. This one, a rose. The simple reason why I draw this shark. They are smiling. So cute. Looking at this, I feel like I wanted to draw more textures. Also my favorite, this one. Sometimes a lot of the drawings that I love are the ones that I was surprised that I could draw. This was the last one with the pen, and then for the next few drawings I used the Kakimori brush nib. And the first time using Kakimori brush seriously because I tried to make swatch cards for all the pens that I had ink in a pen, but for some of my earlier inks I didn't do that yet. So that's what I did in here, to draw with the Kakimori brush on the pages and at the same time to make the swatch cards. Because the way I do my swatch cards usually is that whenever I ink a pen, then I do the swatch cards at the same time. And not really doing it, for example, let's say when the ink comes in and then I make the swatch cards, because that felt overwhelming for me. I will just say that I love Shukushi so much. It's so good. And still puzzles me why they discontinued it. I wanted to revisit drawing this now. So this was my attempt to draw landscape and playing with the different lighting and shadows. I did pretty good in here, but I think I can do better. It's so funny to see this after reading the ones earlier on how to draw water. This is not perfect, but it already looks like water. And this is a UV lighting. Oh, the lavender are so fluffy. And Tihani Lila is one of my favorite purple as well, because of the complexities that goes with it, and I have a full bottle of it, which I shared a lot, so I think I'm already halfway through the bottles just from sharing inks. I already see a lot of improvement with this tree compared to the previous tree that I had last time. Emerald the Shifor. So this ink bleeds very badly on my Hobonichi wigs from 2025, but it's doing pretty well with this paper, which I'm grateful for. There's some bleed through, but it's still fine. Oh, I tried to do texture in here with the cloud lighting and sea. Not really successful, but yeah, what can you do? Or what can I do? And this is already the second 30 inks 30 days. So it started with this. Pretty proud with this girl. I love the pushy tail the most. Oh, proud of this eagle. It looks so majestic. And for this one, I tried to ink this ink inside Benu Talisman, which is one of my wettest pen, but I couldn't see what I write, so I just dumped the rest of the ink in the comforter to this page. It has a interesting shimmer, like silver color, but it's unreadable for me, sadly. Try to do texture and shadowing in here as well. And this Lamy Blackberry is a total shiner. I don't even know the base color based on seeing here. I think it's like it's pretty dark with like golden, not golden, bronze sheen. Oh, one of my favorite spread here. The color combination is so good, and I did so well with the peacock texture feather here, and the piece as well. Uh, I need to draw more animals. Not intentional target of choosing, but I love how this one goes. The horse looks very handsome. The zebra, I made a mistake with it, and it looks so choppy now. And this Sailor Manu Aya may have the chroma shading on it, so it's making an interesting case when it's purple or lilac when I put lots of ink on the paper. Oh, I like this one as well. This one is a wet stack. I don't think I captured the wetness that well, but I captured the expression pretty well. And I love how fluid the jellyfish is here. Another one with a nice ink combination in one page. The purple on one side and the green on the other side. This is based on my friend's personal photo. I didn't realize it to be that hard when I first saw the photo. Oh, another favorite. So many favorites. This elephant looks weird because it's a tiny baby elephant, so the proportions are still not that great. This one, oh, I want to draw more fish. This one is a shimmer ink. It's also orange shimmer on this orange ink. Now another purple and green combination. I tried to use like the vertical lines to define the shadows on the pine. And this wisteria is just so chaotic. It's using the Lamy Dark Lilac 2024, so plenty of greenish sheen as well. Although on some of my paper, the sheen is really similar to the sheen of the original Lamy Dark Lilac. It was fun. It's like trying to train my eyes to look at things more individually, but at the same time not ignoring what the mass volume is. I love birds. And I noticed that when I draw with CY Naginata or CY Architect, I love the feeling and the control that I can get when drawing the drawing. This is so cute. The rooster and a flamingo doing something with their fur. On the back side, it's also flamingo because those two are pink inks. And this one, I have diamond pumpkin inside my Opus 88 pumpkin. So of course, I have to draw a pumpkin. Triple pumpkin. Oh, I remembered. I really love how this turns out. And this Panania Cake Festo was one of the first inks that I liked inside the Bacchus Predator Blade. Hanging Rice. Yeah, this is Hanging Rice for the ink Troublemaker Hanging Rice. And I fill it inside my Billet Custom 823. This one here is my very first drawing using more than one ink. So all the other inks so far are just one inks. And this one, two inks. It was so gorgeous. I love how this turns out. And in here, I learn a bit how to even intentionally mix the green and the red to create more shadow and drama. this one is the start of June, which is also the day of Dutch pen show, and this is where I got some of my new pens and grinds. So this one is a CY Architect, which was personalized for me. Also the CY CSI here, and the CY Mini Sankakusen here. This interstellar bronze is very sticky, and it has tons of sheen, green sheen. It's like neon like electric sheen. Oh yeah, this one as well. It's one of my newest pen at the time, the Arc Layer Luxia Helix, which I fill with the Taunus ink, which is also one of the retailer in Dutch pen show. This one, I just love the expression of the fish here. It does not have expression. And I had too much ink on this day, so I felt like I wanted to use all my inks and to make one entry for this day. And as far as I'm aware, this is the only entry in 30 inks 30 days that is not using a special ink on the day. And then a day later, back to new inkings. This one, Diamond Thompson, an underrated ink. And this English milk tea, of course, I have to pair it with something relating to tea and English tea. The ink is very light when I put it inside this Sailor Pro Gear. And this ink is lampshade, and so I have to draw a line with shadow on it. This purple is so nice. I inked this green. Oh, I remember. I miss having this green, so that's why I ink it. And I miss it after quite a while, so I use it inside drawing using the Kakimori brush nib in the month of April. This one with Kakimori brush nib, things are wetter, so it's way lighter, way darker here compared to when I put it inside the pen. It's way lighter here. This ink bleeds through every one of my paper, so I ink it. I decided that it's not worth it to ink it. I throw something in there. Right after that, I cleaned the pen. Oh, it's doing pretty okay on this paper, but it bleeds through my other paper. And Opera Rose. This one is like Pen BPS Rose ink, and in here is Terranesi Opera Rose, so I have to throw another rose. This is my first humanoid after a while. And in the original photo, this unsplashed photo by Alicia Petres, it has quite a shadow that I decided that I wanted to use the big point to use this shadow. It's lovely. I need to learn how to draw shoes. More humans. And this is Seagrass for Sea Glass ink. Tasha Dai Dai, it's orange mandarin. And I started to ink pilot parallels here so you can see some words here and there. I love the movement that I did with the cotton candy here. This is Blue-Eyed Mary, the real flower of the ink Blue-Eyed Mary by Rowan Klinger. I tried to draw Storm here. Not really. Oh, I love the small details that I put here. More human. And this is Yudas 3 in Bloom, Istanbul, because of the ink name Ergufan Bogasi. I love how bright this spread is. It's like on your face. And this Pelikan Edelstein Jet. Oh, I love this shade of ink so much. This one is the Kitty Ink Pot Butter and Butter Strawberry Bagel. The ink looks very interesting on heavy pull, so you can see like orange, purple, and pink in it. But I made the mistake of putting this inside one of my driest pen, the Sailor Food de Manen 55 degree food in it. Back then, I didn't know that this pen is super dry. So I thought that this ink is unusable and I gave the ink sample away. But later I found out that in the right pen, you can see what you write, but it's too late anyway. This may be like the third or the fourth purple and green in one spread. Yeah, this is a fun object and I should repeat this again. And this is another 30 inks 30 days. Done. Third time in a row. And I stop here. I had to take a break because that's 90 inks. Okay, not 90 inks. Almost 90 inks in 90 days to draw all of this. So less frequent drawings here and there. But I tried my best to always draw in here for any of my pen's ink, at least until the month of October, I think. I tried, but I kept forgetting some of the time as well. He's so cute. It's for Ink Institute Lucky Bunny, and I have to draw a bunny. I love the shading on here, and I want to learn more about shadowing, but at the same time, it's pretty tricky to find the right photo to reference the shadows. This ink is gorgeous, but it's so light to write with. And this year I was using all the Shanghai stationery inks that I got from the Dutch pen show. The first with Lotus of the Silver Moon, and then the fairy dress, Guichu, and Broken Bridge. I love how I do the shape of this bug. And this the big point is very fun to play with on these little drawings. Both on the water on Nile River. No reference photo this time, but I didn't draw the custom 8 to 3 correctly in here. This is the ink Mont Blanc Jane Austen Amber inside my Pilot Custom 823 Amber. Some Birmingham Pen Company inks in a row here. So, Butcher's Broom, Shower Scum, which of course I don't want to draw the scum. So I draw the shower, bonsai, and suncatcher. Love all of these colors. Oh, and also Salt Mars. This looks so light. Here is the Monteverde chameleon. His face looks so funny and smiling. Monteverde giraffe, which I draw a giraffe. This one is Navaler Dark Forest, one of my highlight of pen and ink combination with the Twisby Diamond 580 medium nib. Diamond Flamingo Pink. So this is my third drawing of flamingo in this notebook. Another bunny, because of the ink, is named Lancy Delphine Writing Bow Tie Bunny. So cute. This one is Birmingham Pen Company Phoenix, which is a lovely orange that is quite leaping out from the paper and legible. This one is Diamond Chocolate Brown inside my Pilot Custom 8 to 3 Amber. Also gorgeous ink and underrated as well. People should use this diamond ink more. It's a dark chocolate brown and it also flows very well. Lamy Petrol, Rapid Oyster Plum Nut, and I mistook this one. So I just learned later on that plum nut is like the metal parts of something, but I thought it's like a plum, like the fruit plum, and not the nut. Well, a silly mistake, but oh, sunflowers. Really like how this goes. This one is quite familiar in a way. I tried to draw a fairly like from up looking down on the cities, and these are supposed to be hills, but this is something that I need to learn, and perspective in general really. More small things, blackberry because of the name of the ink, Auto Hot Twilight Blackberry. This one is wind. I didn't know how to draw wind, so this is the closest second, and I love drawing this. I want to draw more dandelion. This one I drew my own sedum reflexum. I had it in August and few months after it dried down because I forgot to water it. And then after I forgot to water it, I overwater it. So yeah, not fun. I didn't have, or I don't have green thumbs. Cosmosu, and I draw Cosmos flower. Denim, diamond denim, I draw drying jeans. I love carnations and I wanted to draw more flowers. Fern for Aurora green. Here I wanted to try drawing some kind of something bigger, so landscapey. Not too happy with that. Another fern. Why was I in my fern mode? This one is October. So for October, I joined the 31 Inks of October by Heather Mary Plants with the prompts and such. But I don't feel like I want to ink according to the prompts. So what I did in here is that I take the most similar ink that I have currently ink at the time and draw what the prompt says. So pumpkin glow, haunted forest. It's really haunting. I'm pretty proud of this, and this is like very unplanned sort of. Moonlit night, candle walks. I played with mixing inks, two inks together, and there are some repeated inks for sure. I like what I tried to do here, even though I didn't succeed. At least I tried. Oh, this one is so cute. A mixture of some inks as well. This one is 3 inks. I forgot what's the orange. Oh, it's the Lamy prawns, but I didn't write the ink down here. And I just love the way I mixed the blackish ink when I went through it with the big boy nib. It's so cute. Jack-o'-lantern. These drawings are pretty fast to do. It's like less than 5 minutes each. And all these drawings on October are a bit less refined compared to the ones that I had on the previous 30 in 30 days. Oh, I like this. And the ink as well. The diamond, papier, and stiff last for right. It's a blue with a hint of purple here and there. And black cat, but I don't feel like drawing a black cat, so I draw a cat. Okay, so this was the last day that I did the 31 days of inks, because on this date I received the news that I would be employed, and I got a new job after my 8 months of unemployment. Right after this date, I directly bought my plane ticket and my hotels for the next day, in which I made a short trip outside without any real planning at all, which was super crazy for me. But I am grateful that I can make the trip. But that means I was abandoning this challenge, and that's okay. I didn't catch up as well when I came back because I started working on the 3rd of November, which was immediately one day after my trip ended, and so things gets busy. After 2 months of not drawing, I decided that I wanted to pick up drawing in this tiny notebook again. So that's what I did on the 29th of December. I was quite surprised that I could draw this bubbly one and it looks like liquid. Diamond infant ambience and I drew light. I admit that when I was drawing this, I felt a strong deja vu of already made these exact lights before. So I flipped through all my other drawings and tried to find it, but I didn't find it. So maybe it was just my memory playing tricks with me. Another mix. So at first I tried to draw only with the Diamond Infant Mary Rose in here, but I quickly realized that it will not work out that well. So that's why I added some other colors, so the Dacia Midori and the Pannonia Musaurus in here, and it turned out better than I thought. It's solid. This one, Diamond Infant Bittersweet. Oh yeah, and I also picked up drawing again on this little notebook because at the time I had 18 pens ink and I couldn't write that much with those pens, so that's why as another way to finish up the inks I drew some arts. This one is my first spread that I have in this notebook ever, and it took me quite a while to reach this spread. It's like I already did roughly 170 drawings already, and this is my first spread. Another shadows. I noticed though I am braver with shadows and shapes right now compared to how I started. So improvement is real. I could draw this snow because of some of the YouTube tutorials that I looked at before, and those I didn't follow the tutorial itself, but the way the snow fall and the shadow where it needs to be, I can see it clearly when I look at this reference photo. It was an amazing feeling. These fish have strange expression. Well, they don't have expression. And I love that I can utilize the big point riverside to just draw the corals. Is it corals? The thing there. And this is my last drawing for 2025. And in total, I did about 182 drawings because I also drew on the pages where there are no dates on it. It's quite the accomplishment. I didn't expect that I would be even halfway through this notebook. And I'm pretty proud of myself, so I'm patting myself on the shoulder right now. For January, I am doing Beep Fest 2026, and in there, I did the inks as always with the dates, the prompt of the day, and I always try to write the description of the bird or the information about the bird. And on the drawing itself, I mix my drawing with colored pencil for the first time. So I tried to only draw like the spatial part of the birds, but for the other birds, I ended up almost giving color to the whole birds in the end. But I will not flip through those for now. That's for later. And these are all the drawings that I did in 2025. Wow! What do you think of those? Which ones are your favorite? Let me know and see you on the next one. Bye bye!